Hello, my lovely Scorpios. Welcome to Soulsick Tarot. My name is Christina, and I'm going to be doing your general read for the upcoming week of January. I hope that y'all are doing well. That was already turned over, so I'm going to just put that back in there because I don't know, maybe I'll come back again. Like the last read we did to do the partner grind, and then the person who you were just having like this really honest conversation with about, like what they wanted versus what you wanted. You were just really, seeking to be ambitious in your own life of your own accord, without the influence of everyone else's opinions, and just do you. Okay, so we have I kind of want to say that this conversation that you had with this person, there was the storm, and it was that idea of like you just really being firm in your decision. Like, this is what I want, and if this is not what you're offering me, then there's really nothing for me to do with this. And I feel like you reached a bit of a dead end with it. It was just kind of like, this isn't getting me anywhere. And, I'm like, I almost want to say, like, because of the energy of the last read, it was all very calm with the exception of like the storm, and it was like this person's coming to you and like bringing you this thing, and you're just like, like, I'm sorry, that doesn't feel right to me, that's not where I belong, and that's going to render me just kind of like stuck in this, I want to say, like, pattern of clinginess, like it's almost like they just wanted you to focus your attention on them so that you're like, kind of clinging to them, and you being like, no, because that's not what I'm trying to pay honor to, like, I don't want to worship you. I want to worship my dreams. I want to build and create and succeed and excel. And if I'm clinging to some bullshit, that's going to keep me stuck in some pattern, then, like, sorry, but the crone, it's like that idea of like, I've been there, done that, and it doesn't get you anywhere. And, like, cool, if that's what you want. I'm going this way. If you want to go that way, best of luck to you, like, and then you have the vow and the hunter. And I don't know, like, if you all didn't finish this conversation, like, it was just like, because I kind of feel like it's still in that energy. But it's that idea of like, no, I have, what was it? Like, if you want to do this with me, like, this is the way I'm going, this is the way I'm doing it, and if you don't, like, okay, cool, like, deuces, take care. And I feel like maybe there was like this pause in the conversation of like, okay, I need to like really think about this and digest what it is that's going on and what it is that Scorpio is saying that they want, or what, like, just kind of like this, okay, hold on, let me step back for a second and really understand this. And I feel like with the hunter and the vow, it's that idea, because it's staying in context with the previous read. It's just kind of this idea. I feel like the person, like, you're always very calm in this, and it's this person that's just kind of like back and forth. But I feel like this time they reached an end with you that I almost want to say like took them into the state of knowing, like, they're like, okay, wait a second, I've done this before, and I know that, like, this will end. And and them not wanting that to be the case. Them feeling like, no, wait a second, like, I'm connected to you. I'm in this with you. And them wanting to like move toward you. And the hunter just kind of gives me the idea that like they had stepped down. And I feel like it's this person that's the hunter, if for no other reason than that you were the one who kind of set the stipulations. You were the one who was like, okay, well, this is the way I'm going. And it's like that you already knew where you were going. You already knew what you were doing. And they were like, now they're catching up. That's what I want to say. Okay, let's see what else we can get for my Scorpios. The World and the King of Cups. Yeah, I mean, that plays into the idea also is the, like this completion, this end, like facing this end of, like this cycle that you were having with this person, in this conversation of just like, okay, like I'm not going to have this conversation again, like I feel like I've said it enough times at this point, like this is what I want. And if you don't want that, then, like, okay, that's fine. And them just like, it's almost like they were holding back, and now they're like, fuck it. Like, I'm going to chug it down. Like, this is what I really want to do. All right, I'm in, just kind of this like, throw down some shots and head on out kind of vibe. I don't know. The Queen of Hearts. Queen of Cups. I feel like you guys get the kings and the queens a lot. But this is a love offering. And also, like when you have the king and the queen, it's that idea of partnership, of love, of coming together. And I feel like January was like this partner in grind, like you were of that mentality of nobody's meeting me where I'm at. So I'm just going to have to be the one to like decide where it is that I'm going to be. And if anybody else wants to be there, they can catch up or they can fuck off, but like either way, not my problem. Like I have something that I'm focused on. And I think that, like this upcoming week like time's fluid obviously, but like for this read, the energy is that, this person is going to be coming to you and really just wanting to bypass the end and move toward a relationship with you. Yeah, walking away from what was, walking away from the dead end. The dead end is the idea that like the harder you push, the more stuck you become. And I feel like it's that idea that, like instead of trying to push through and like force something that, like felt just beneath you, they're recognizing that's not getting them anywhere. So they're walking away from that and toward this commitment with you. Let's do the Hidden Realm. Five of Wands. Oops. We have Death, Fortune Fairy, Five of Wands, Four of Wands, and the Star. Again, I feel like it's the same storyline of, you guys just kind of like parting ways, ending things, and then, like your fortune changing, your wish coming true. Like Scorpio, you expressed what you wanted. It's almost to say like you made your wish. You were like, this is what I want. This is what I'm manifesting. This is what I'm working toward. And you sent it out into the universe and you shared it with this person. And, it met its end. You reached that spot where you're just like, okay, I guess you're going in a different direction than me. And it seems like, just this shift of luck. I've gotten the fortune fairy and the wheel of fortune, I feel like, in almost every single one of my reads. Something in the energy is just like shifting for everyone across the board, it seems like. And the Four of Wands is a collaboration card, and the Star card, in this deck is the idea of like being the star of your own show, of your own life. In Scorpio, I feel like that's really what you've been fighting for this whole time. You're like, I just want to be able to focus on myself. I just want to be able to, Scorpio's like the most ambitious sign, you can't, if once a Scorpio decides like, this is what I'm going to do, then yeah, they're going to do it. Like, please, of course. And it's that idea that you are finally, I think, finding someone who will collaborate with you and work towards building a life where you are front and center. Because I feel like that was a part of the argument or the conversation, just like, I want to give myself the opportunity that everyone else is getting. Like, I want, instead of like focusing all of my time and attention on other people and what they want or what's going on in their life or their drama or their dreams or any of that, like, I want to take that attention and put it on myself to really build what I want to build and create the life that I want to have. And it's that idea of like, of not wanting to do it alone, because you wanted to build something with someone who shared in your vision, who shared in your goals and your dreams. So that you could do it with them, like the idea of like wanting to take that center stage, but like not wanting to do it alone, like wanting to have somebody who is going to like be your partner in grind. I'm going to do an art. The Mask, the Healer, and Thanatos. Scorpio, I feel like part of it all, like because I feel like, this is, the reads have been heavy on like the I, and yet, it's that idea that it's in part because you've been tangled up in everybody else's, like this, it's everything's about them. So you're constantly, you're working for other people, you're living for other people, you're crying for other people, you're, like it just kind of felt like, and people were vying for your attention, but they were, they weren't seeing you. Like nobody was able to really see you because it was like you were caught up and tangled up in all of these webs of lies and deceit and fallacies, I want to say. And you took the time to really heal yourself and pulled away in a big way numerous times over the past couple of months, and really took the time to figure out like what it is that you actually wanted. Like, how do I get out of this cycle? How do I get out of this web? How do I break away from this, this false image of myself, and put on who I really am? I feel like that just plays again into the idea of like this, I want to come into me. I want to do this for me. Like this is my life. And so I don't want to live it for other people because I've already invested my time in other people, and now it's my time to invest it in me, so that I can show the world who I really am, in this healed state of existence. Because in a healed state of existence, I'm ambitious. I have goals and dreams. And I don't have time to, sit around and in the things that are beneath me. And I don't say that in like a, you're better than anyone, or what I mean, but it's just kind of like that. If you're trying to move forward and if you're focusing your attention on goals, it was that idea of like the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Wands that you had in that read, where you couldn't be moving forward if you were constantly being distracted and upset and sad. And it's that same idea here. Like, I'm not going to engage in that because it's not my desired state of existence. You know? And you're not, because you took the time to heal yourself. You're standing in your power. You know, like, no time for the holes. No time to waste trying to fill up something that will literally never fill up. You know, like, I'm not going to exert my energy, emotion, time, or efforts into something that will never result in any positive change or impact in my life. Like, if you're just here to waste my time, then please see yourself out. You know, because I have things that I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to be fine with or without another person here with me, because I'm going to call in someone who wants to move forward and be successful in life. Okay. So, I don't know. Honestly, I feel like this is like the same conversation from the last time. So, I mean, maybe it's just, you know, like a continued energy from what was before, you know? The Nine of Wands. Phoenix rising. I'm, you know, like, I'm not holding on to a dream anymore. I'm embodying it. Oh my God. Okay. You know, you're focusing on your skill. You're staying in your lane. You're paying attention to what you're doing. You're focusing on your skill, and you are rising up and moving forward. And setting out on your way to be successful. And it seems like, in terms of this person, your luck's changing. That they don't want it to end. And that they see what it is that you're, I mean, the vow is kind of like this idea of commitment. And I want to say that they see what you're committed to, and they want to move toward that with you. I mean, you have the Seven of Swords and Santa Muerte at the bottom of the deck. And it's just that idea of, like, of them being like, okay, I see, you know, the only way to move past the dead end is to move around the dead end, you know, like the death and rebirth, you know, like the coming back into, you know, this awareness of the need to move forward. Okay, well, I hope this resonates for y'all, and you have a fantastic week. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.